Let's take a look at these new Deployant Sailcloth quick release straps from StrapHabit. You guys know I'm already a huge fan of the FKM rubber that StrapHabit sells. I have a complete drawer in my IKEA watch storage system dedicated to just those FKM rubber straps. But when Nick sent these over, I started playing around with them, and it all started with this guy here. This watch I have in temporarily so I can do a video on it. And the strap that was on it, quite frankly, I wasn't going to wear it on it. So I took this opportunity to throw this sailcloth on there, and I'm glad I did, because not only does it fit better, work better, it wears better. There's options with these too. So we have all the colorways. I'm going to show you those. Price point on these is only $47. That's before your discount. I'll put a link down below as well as a discount code. Take advantage of it. And you're going to get yourself one heck of a strap. I am now a big fan of these as well. So I already have some watches that I'm going to fit them on. And who knows where we'll go from there. I'm sure over time, if the sales do well for StrapHabit, I'm sure they'll add more colors. I'm hoping that's the case, because I really like these. And the sizing options, they're available in 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 millimeter. So pretty much any watch that you have, they have the size for it. I mostly have 20 and 22. I don't have any of those weird odd ducks like some of you guys have, like with the 18s, the 19s, and the 21s. At least I don't think I do, but who knows what the future holds. The sizing on these, you have options too, because on this side, now I have a 7 1/4 inch wrist, and I find that the one that it ships on, this one here, the 90 millimeter on the on the 12 o'clock side, you have a 70 millimeter option as well, so you can make it fit smaller wrist more comfortably, so you don't have a bunch of, well, it doesn't put the clasp in a weird spot, and I'll show you that. So, and it comes with that. That's included. Real quick, while I have this out, I want to show you, because another big concern of mine, as it is for a lot of other people, is break-in period. So you can see it's semi-padded here. It's really thin in this part, but it's semi-padded here. So break-in on this is actually super easy. What I do, and I'm suggesting that you also probably do it, is I'll roll it up this way, I'll roll it up the other way, do a little bit of twisting on this one. I literally did this for probably about 30 to 60 seconds, put it on the watch, and it was good to go. I was wearing the Helson pretty much for a few hours around the house with it after breaking it in, and it wears great on wrist. So depending on which one you need, it will fit wrist size from basically 5 3/4 inch to 8 1/4 inch. So I think they got you covered. Now what you do, basically slide it on wrist, tons of holes. They're actually spaced pretty close to each other, so you're going to get a nice refined size, and then just snap that over and you are good to go. So they look great, and it makes it taking the watch on and off a lot easier than dealing with the old buckle system, right? This is the strap that was actually on that one. It A, didn't fit very well, and B, I'm not a huge fan of Tropic straps that don't have more curve to them, which these ones have a little bit, but they didn't fit the case right. So, but you kind of monkey around with this too, and the holes are further apart, so these are more comfortable. So that's kind of like an OD green colorway. Of course, you have the black with the white stitching. I just paired them up with watches that I thought they would maybe look good on. So there it is on that guy. The part that touches the skin on the bottom side is a synthetic leather, so I think it'll hold up pretty well. And then this top part here is like a sailcloth material, because they are sailcloth straps. This pairing, I think I turned out really well. The tan with the brown stitching just kind of ties in. There's a little bit of brown or warm tones on this watch. This is the one that I was pretty excited about. And this one I typically have on a really nice leather strap. This is the strap that it came on, and it wears great on this leather strap. But I'm getting more and more tuned into these Deployant clasps. Now you can get the FKM ones from StrapHabit, or these ones And I believe you might even be able to get just the clasp itself. If I'm not mistaken, I think they sell that as an accessory, and you might be able to adapt it to some other straps possibly. But there it is on wrist. I think it wears great. Of course, this one, I just kind of got lucky. The blue isn't exactly, but I think it works pretty dang good. This is the Fair and Swit Vice 3.0. This is not really blue. It's kind of more of like a periwinkle almost. It flirts with violet a little bit, so it's a little more fun. I didn't spend time breaking this one in, so right out of the box, let me put this one on and see. Well, I could probably go a little bit tighter on that, but you can see how it looks when you don't break it in and do all that twisting. If you wore it, it would break in. But why not, before you even put the watch on, or put the strap on the watch, just go ahead and work it over a little bit, Give it a little twisty, roll it up, and it's not that difficult. It's a nice pliable material, which is why it is going to break in so quick, which I think is a very important part of a strap. I hate breaking in straps, so if it can be done relatively quick, then I am back in game. So this red one I worked pretty good too, but I need to go at least one more hole tighter. But I was trying to find a watch with a little bit of splash of red on it, and I couldn't really find one. This is a really nice red. It's not like a bright red. It's a nice warm red, I think. So this will work on a lot of different watches. Maybe, I don't know, I'm gonna check with Nick. Maybe there's an orange colorway that could be had in the future. I would definitely buy a few of those. 20s, 22s, I would have them on standby, probably put them on some watches. I love my orange straps. So that's the new Sailcloth Deployant clasp system from StrapHabit as labeled on the back of the strap. Use the code and link below. Get yourself a really affordable option. Thanks for watching.